Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Well, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Throwing on first down is Lance. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll bring a tight end in motion. In motion left goes a tight end. Pollard is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Now Lance on the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Blues of Salt Lake City taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. They'll start on the ground. Hall, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this Cowboy defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass. Currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for the touchdown. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Blues get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here we go, set. Ready.
A Pro Bowler for the first time in 2022. Here's Tony Pollard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. On play action, Lance. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Lance. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Lance looking to throw it. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Running right, it's Pollard.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
2nd and 3 from the 9.
Ready?
Lance, a quick throw out wide, complete. Touchdown! Kevontae Turpin, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, is being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got room. Inside the 10. Touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And his guys have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Seal, black. Check, huh?
Now Lance going to throw.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
they were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that
7.
number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side,
Let's go.
unlucky for the other.
Right.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Jackrabbit. Jack.
here's Lance to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. They'll pitch this out to Pollard. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there. The Cowboys at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And Lance now to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. And his kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he returns this to the 22. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Trayvon Diggs getting the tackle. Now 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness, it's been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Ready?
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
From midfield, here's Lance. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Hey, 626.
Now Rodgers.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson. On the move past the 40.
And finally brought down at the 38. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. On play action. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes as his guys are able to extend their lead.
So this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
On the counter, it's Hall.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Zerline's kick is up and through, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Set, ready.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember
there he goes left side.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry.
Right, 97. Set, cut.
Now a play fake. Lance. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here's Lance.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. and he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from adding another catch to his big start.
Ready.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
Drill green. Ready.
And they'll go for it. Lance. That is caught. Down inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that cuts the lead to 24-17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give here to Pollard. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Come on.
3rd and 3.
Ready?
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They do go for it. Lance able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
On the ball.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Pollard gets it off the option. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the 3rd as they have their first possession of this 2nd half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat. Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. He'll take this inside the 40. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
2nd down, Pollard again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Off of play action, here's Lance. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Lance now on 1st down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Set, ready.
Brings up second and goal at the 10-yard line.
Cut.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
Tosses the out route here to Gallup.
A 4-yard pickup, not enough. Fourth down.
All right, field goal gets you the lead here. I mean, but I might want to just go ahead and go for something big.
Oh, come on, you got to kick it.
I mean, you got to be glad I'm not the head coach here, right? The whole team would want to revolt at this point.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, second down. On second down, a run with Hall. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They'll go again with Hall.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down. Throwing is Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. And Rodgers intercepted a third time.
And the Cowboys force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch it and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Nice little juke. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 122 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run with Pollard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now here's a timeout coming on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. That's dumped off to Pollard. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Pollard one more time.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a 1-score game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Kevontae Turpin.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cowboys will add to their fourth quarter lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You get into these 2-minute drill situations and you often got tired legs on the offensive line. But these defenders, they've been rotating in and out, and they're a little bit fresher and quicker. And the pressure there forced the incompletion.
Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. But they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
To throw is Rodgers. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
How about this?
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
And now a fake there on the jet sweep as they'll give to Pollard.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Lance looking to throw.
Rolling to his right.
And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
Now Lance.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
Jermaine Johnson
dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down.
Ready, break. Black Ultra.
Here's Lance. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after